in Fenway Park in Boston. Me, I'm a Brooklyn boy, strictly a National Leaguer up here for this all-star clam bake. Here's our guys. They'll murder these American League bums. The players' shirts tell where they're from, including, ta-da! The Americans got sluggers, all right. Ted Williams of Boston, the Yankees' Charlie Keller. But here's the people's Chase Dixie Walker of Brooklyn and some Nationals who ain't exactly cripples neither. In the fourth inning, Williams faces Kirby Higby. Throw him a curve, Kirby. Hey, he hit it, a lucky stiff. It looks like the... Holy smoke, clear up in the bleachers. Say, this guy Williams can hit. They're far in the American League, that is. Kirby just didn't have it today, so Charlie Grimm puts in Newell Blackwell, a Cincinnati rookie. Seventh inning, 2 men on, Yankee Joe Gordon up. Smack into left field. That makes it Americans 8, Nationals nothing. What do these guys think this is, the Boston Tea Party? Eighth inning, Rip Sewell pitches his famous bloop at the Williams. Some pitch, eh? That's National League stuff. Get a canoe paddle, Teddy, my boy. Now watch this one fool him. Now watch. Well, I'd be a monkey. I don't believe it. 400 feet into the bullpen. What a man. Hey, what am I saying? Williams ain't in our league. The Americans win by 2 touchdowns, 12-0. Me, like the fella says, I should have stood in bed in Brooklyn.
Converted Army B-17 flying south from Labrador and carrying 25 servicemen from overseas crashes into Mount Tom near Holyoke, Massachusetts. All on board were instantly killed. The plane burst into flames when it crashed. Fire and intense heat delayed emergency workers. Presumably, the pilot, flying through light rain and unfamiliar territory, failed to see the warning lights on the mountain that rises 1,200 feet from the level plain. Personal belongings of the passengers are gathered together. Hundreds of fragments of wreckage were strewn over a large area in one of this year's major air disasters. In California, Howard Hughes, wealthy movie maker and aviator, crashes while test flying his new XF-11, a twin-engine photographic plane. A short time after his takeoff, he radioed trouble. Then, trying to make a forced landing on a golf course, he was gravely injured when he undershot and crashed into a residential area in Beverly Hills. Movie actor Dennis O'Keefe, who witnessed the accident, looks through one of the 3 wrecked homes. 2 people narrowly missed death when a wing of the plane sliced through their room. Even as globe-circling Howard Hughes fought for his life, he was reported planning greater and faster airplanes.
Rome. From the 4 corners of the United States and from all over the world, members of the Roman Catholic Church have come for the canonization of Mother Frances Xavier Cabrini. Mother Cabrini, who died less than 30 years ago, is the first United States citizen to become a saint. Now, Pope Pius XII arrives at St. Peter's for this, the first canonization since the war's end. The solemn occasion also marks one of the shortest lapses of time in recent church history between an individual's death and elevation to sainthood. And back in America, at the New York high school that bears her name, a throng of the faithful gather at Mother Cabrini's shrine. Cardinal Spellman is here to officiate at the ceremonies for the saint, known for her work with immigrants, and to whom the church attributes miraculous powers of healing. Today, she lies buried under the altar in a crystal casket. She was the founder of some 67 charitable institutions. Now at the High Mass, Cardinal pronounces this invocation.
Mother Cabrini, salvation and peace in this troubled world, pray for us and help us to obtain that peace which the world cannot obtain for itself.
Mother Cabrini, object of reverence to millions of Catholics, becomes the first American saint.
Palestine, storm center of world opinion, faces its gravest hour. Latest films from the new city of Jerusalem highlight the growing tension as the British seize Jewish agency headquarters. Principal bridges over the River Jordan, blown up, the Arabs charge, by Jewish armies. One aspect of the new waves of violence that led to the arrest of almost 3,000 Jewish leaders. Meanwhile, arriving at Haifa is one of the last boatloads of refugees from Europe, 1,300 of them. Ever since the end of the war, a European underground has managed to transport refugees here. Refugees with only one thought: to escape Europe's misery and persecution. Today, entrance has become more and more difficult. British warships keep on a constant prowl to stop the illegal landings. At a reception camp, the emigrants, many of them graduates of such concentration camps as Belsen and Buchenwald, begin a period of internment. Whether the British will permit new arrivals to stay here remains another of Palestine's complex questions, and camps are already overcrowded. The men are set to building houses. These films were made just before President Truman's pledge that the United States now is ready to accept responsibility for transporting 100,000 refugees here. Behind the deceptive look of peace, terrorism is abroad. Palestine, a problem since the days of Moses, waits for new light and an end to strife.
This is Jumbo, 400 pounds of trained seal, every ounce loaded with talent. Jumbo is currently wowing visitors to Atlantic City's Steel Pier. The Daring Sea Rescue. Help, help, save my child. Back from a watery grave, everything in perfect balance. But away with heroics, Jumbo's a comedian, too.
Imitation of a motorboat. And now, how about your imitation of the tobacco auctioneer?
So to Paramount. And in case you didn't happen to like his act, it doesn't bother Jumbo one little bit. He simply puts on his own seal of approval.